Okay. So as I said, I'm starting with complex number, and you all know that which is the highest set of number that you have studied till 10th standard. You will say real numbers.
Hmm.
I know that you will say real numbers. That is the highest set of number you have been knowing or studying in till 10th standard. Now, real numbers which contains rational and irrational number, and rational number. So there are so many division down to this. It will keep on expanding. But the highest set of number that we have known till 10th standard is real numbers. So you might be thinking, is there anything else beyond this? You may have not uh, I mean, heard of any numbers other than real numbers. The highest set of number that you have been learned till 10th standard is real numbers only. So I will say yes, there exists a number. There exists some more numbers other than real numbers. You will say, what is that number? So there was a challenge in front of the scientists. There were a lot of scientists who were struggling with this equation. There was a challenge in this equation. Can you tell me what is challenge in this equation? They were unable to solve this equation. Why? Can you tell me why they were unable to solve this equation? This was a challenging thing for them. And when they solved this equation, they came to know that there exists another number, which we call imaginary number. So can any one of you tell me that what is difficult in solving this equation? See, if I take x square and I'll take that one other side, I'll write down x square is equal to -1. In the next step, I would write down, if I take out that square from the other side, on the other side, it will become square root of -1. Now, this was the difficulty for the mathematician at that time. What is square root of -1? So this was a challenge in front of them. Then they thought this is an imaginary number. This doesn't exist. Okay, we have to imagine this. So that's why they call it an imaginary number. And what they said that let this square root of -1 is an imaginary number. Now we know that we named it as iota. आईओटा, ये जो आई है इसको हम आयोटा कहते हैं. तो उनके सामने का चैलेंज यही था कि स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ नेगेटिव नंबर क्या हो सकता है, -1 का. वो लोग ने फिर सोचा यार ये स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ, सॉरी, what would be square root of -3, what would be square root of -4? No, we know, we are well versed with square root of 3. हमने बहुत सारा पढ़ाई किया इसके बारे में. हमने इसका ग्राफ भी बनाया है 10th स्टैंडर्ड में √3 का. हमें ये भी पता है कि अगर ये सिर्फ स्क्वायर रूट 4 होता, then it would have been easy for me to find out the answer. It will become 2. But here I have square root of -4. Now this was the challenge in front of them. अब इसको मैं अलग भी करता हूँ तो मैं लिख सकता हूँ square root of -1 into 4. तो इसको मैं अलग अलग करता हूँ तो एक आएगा स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ -1 स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 4. तो बेटा ये तो सॉल्व हो जाएगा. स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ -1 ऐसा रहेगा, स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 4 2 आ गया, तो मुझे यहाँ पर बच रहा है 2 इंटू स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ -1. ये सॉल्व नहीं हो रहा था. तो ये जब सॉल्व नहीं हो रहा था तो उन्होंने इसको क्या मान लिया, इसको मान लिया ये आयोटा है, एक इमेजिनरी नंबर है जिसे मुझे इसका कोई तो वैल्यू मुझे निकालना पड़ेगा. तो दिस वाज द चैलेंज इन फ्रंट ऑफ the scientists, the mathematician who were trying to solve real numbers further. जब ये ऐसे quadratic equation solve करने गए वो, तो उनको सामने ये दिखा, अगर ये ऐसे होता, अगर ये equation x square -1 is equal to 0, तो I may have written x square is equal to 1. और x के दो रूट्स आते थे, एक +1 और -1, ऐसे दो रूट्स आते हैं. किसी भी क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन के दो रूट आते हैं. बट यहाँ पर रूट आ ही नहीं रहा था क्योंकि यहाँ पर मुझे मिल रहा था x is equal to square root of -1. This was the challenge in front of the mathematician at that time. तो उन्होंने क्या किया, आगे बढ़ते हम. उन्होंने क्या किया, उन्होंने लिखा ये i जो है, ये i is equal to square root of -1. ठीक है. अब उन्होंने बोला यार अगर ये एक इमेजिनरी नंबर है, ठीक है, तो इसके आगे की चीजें क्या है, इसके आगे क्या आएगा, ये इसको आगे मैं सॉल्व कैसे करूंगा. तो अगर मैं इसके पावर्स ले लूं, अगर इफ आई टेक पावर ऑफ i, सी आई विल राइट डाउन हियर powers of I. So write down here I is already given as square root of -1. Now if I write down I square will become, this I was equal to square root of -1. If I take square here, I'll get square here also. This square will cancel this root. What will remain with me? -1. So what I'm getting, I square as -1. Got it? Now if I take again square of I cube, one more power of I mean I square into I. So I square we have already found out, it is -1. But what is I? I is square root of -1, like this. Got it? What will be I cube? So I cube you can write down I square into I. So see, I can write down this as I square into I. So I square is what बेटा? I square आप यहाँ देखोगे तो आप बोलोगे ये -1 है और into I into -1 becomes -I. So I square is -1, I cube is -I. Now I'll go for I raised to 4. I raised to 4 is I square into I square. So I square क्या है बेटा? -1 है. ये क्या है? -1 है. -1 into -1 क्या आ जाएगा? +1. तो आपको 4 वैल्यूज मिल गए बेटा. अगर आपने ध्यान दिया होगा यहाँ पर तो आपको 4 वैल्यूज मिल गए. आपको I का वैल्यू मिला स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ -1, आपको I स्क्वायर का वैल्यू मिला -1, आपको I क्यूब का वैल्यू मिला -I, आपको I रेज टू 4 का वैल्यू मिला 1. तो ये 4 वैल्यूज है जो हमें मिले हैं. You have to keep this in mind and wherever it is required you have to substitute these values. आगे भी हम वैल्यूज निकाल सकते हैं. Let me clear this, some part of this. Wait a second. Okay, I can further take out more powers of I raised to I more powers of I. मैंने I4 तक निकाला. I raised to 5 will be what? I raised to 5 will be again whatever you get here now. I mean where it is. इसके बाद I raised to 5 is I raised to 4 into I. So what I have got for I raised to 4? I have got 1. So I can write down from here I raised to 5. So I raised to 4 is 1 into I. So I'll again get I. I mean I should, sorry, I. So let me rub this, wait. I got I. Now what I raised to 6 I will write down. Now I raised to 6 is I raised to 4 into I ka square. So what is I raised to 4? See, 1. What is I square? That is -1. So I got it as -1. Let us find out I raised to 7. I raised to 7 is, I always write down the highest power as I raised to 4 and then whatever is remaining I raised to 3. So I raised to 4 is 1 and I cube I can see here is I raised to 4 is 1. I cube is -I. So 1 into -I is -I. Got it? Now I will find out I raised to 8. So I raised to 8 is I raised to 4 into I raised to 4. So I raised to 4 is 1 and the other one is also 1. 1 into 1 is 1. So I have taken out the power till I raised to 8. This is very important part. So I would request you to write down this. Write down this very fast. Please copy this. So if you see here, we have found out 8 powers of I. Moving further, I will again write down the powers because I need to use it here. I is equal to square root of -1. I square is equal to -I. Then I will write down I cube as sorry, I square is -1. Sorry, that is -1. I cube is I cube is -I. I raised to 4 is I raised to 4 is 1. Then I raised to 5 is I raised to 5 is I raised to 6 is -1. I raised to 7 is -I raised to 8 is 1. So if you see, these values are also same. I raised to 4 and I raised to 8 has the same value 1. I raised to 3 and I raised to 7 has the same value -I. I square and I raised to 6 has the same value -1 -1. And here we have both the values, square root of -1 and I raised to 5, both are I. Okay, like this. Now if I ask you to find out value of I raised to suppose 17, how you will find out I raised to 17? What do you say about this? Yes, tell me. What is the when do we get this value of value 1? To which power of I we get value 1?
I raised to 4.
4. So I have to look here for the value which is multiple of 4. So what is the power that is multiple of 4? What power of I is multiple of 4? Tell me. 16. Isn't it? 4 4s are 16. Now I can write down here. Now how many i's are remaining? Only one I. Now we know that, and you should know that if I take any power which is multiple of 4, we'll always get the value of value 1. जैसे कि मैंने यहाँ पर मुझे I raised to 4 आया, 1 आया ना, तो ये अगर मैं इसको ऐसे कर दूं, I raised to 4 into 4 into I. So I raised to 4 is what बेटा? It is 1. आप याद रखो, आपको ये हर बार करने की जरूरत नहीं. अगर आपको कोई ऐसा नंबर आ रहा है यहाँ पर जो 4 का मल्टीपल होगा, आपको उसका वैल्यू डायरेक्टली 1 लिखना है. अभी I raised to 4 क्या होता है बेटा? 1. मैंने बताया आपको. 1 raised to 4 into I will ultimately get 1 into I. Now my value is I. This is my value. I raised to 17 will be I. Got it? Now beta, if I tell you to find out I raised to 21, what would you do here? Chalo, tell me what will be your answer? Yes beta, do it fast. बताओ मुझे जल्दी से. 4 का मल्टीपल है इसमें? बोलो 4 का मल्टीपल है ना यार? I raised to 4 into 5. 4 5 is 20. कितना बच गया? कितना I बच गया इधर? 1. 21 टोटल हो गया ना? 4 5 is 20 into I raised to 1, 21. So what is I raised to 4? That is 1 into I. 1 into I is I. Again I got I. I hope you understood this. Moving further.
Yes, sir.
If I write down I raised to suppose 27, what you would do? What would be your answer? Tell me fast. I raised to 27. Be fast. Which is the nearest multiple of 4 to the power? 24.
So our answer is -1.
Let me check. I raised to 24 is the nearest multiple of 4. So how many I raised to 24? So I raised to 24 into I raised to 3. Total it becomes I raised to 27. So I raised to 24 will be 1 because it is multiple of 4. So I would write down here 1. And here I am getting I cube. So what is I cube? I cube is minus I. So 1 into minus I.
Okay.
So 1 into minus I will be minus I. What answer you got, beta?
-1. Actually, I thought I raised to 7 is -1. So I wrote.
Okay, Ishan has answered. He's saying that minus I. Correct. Ishan has got right answer. He said that it is minus I. It is correct. Now one more question for you. If I give you I raised to 111, what would you do here? What will be your answer? Yes. Yes. Any guesses? Which is the nearest multiple of 4 in 111? I raised to 108. 108 is multiple of this 4. And here we have I raised to, it is 108. Then we are remaining with 3. What is 108? I raised to 108? It is multiple of 4. So it would be 1. What is I cube? What is I cube? You know what is I cube? Tell me what is I cube? What is I cube?
-1.
Minus I beta. Dhyan do.
Minus I.
Minus I. So 1 into minus I is minus I again. So I raised to 111 is minus I. Let me check. Someone has sent the answer. Chat. Okay, Ishan again. He gave the right answer. So one more question for you. What if I write down I raised to 555? Tell me now. Be fast. If you don't, if you feel that it is a very big number, how to find out that the nearest number, nearest multiple of 4? So what I will do, I'll divide this 555 by 4. 4 ones are 4. How much is remaining? 1, 15. 4 fours are 16. 4 threes are 12. Minus kiya 3, 35. 4 eights are 32. What is remaining? 3 is remaining. So 3 will be the remainder. So I would write down here I raised to 4 into 138. And what is remaining? Oh, sorry. Okay. I raised to 4 into 138. And what is remaining here? We are here. The remainder is 3. So I have to write down here I ka cube. So this entire term, I raised to 4 is 1 into 1 raised to 138 is 1 only. So 1 into I ka cube is minus I. Here again I got minus I. All the answers I'm getting as minus I. Okay, again Ishan has given the right answer, that is minus I. I hope you understood the method to do it. Done? I'll give you 1-2 more question. Let me make it clear if you are able to solve it or not. If I give you I raised to 173, 1, and the last one is I raised to 132. Chalo, find out the answer for me very fast. So since this is 173, since we have 3 as the last digit, so I know that it is not divisible by 4, but what remainder I should get? 173 divided by 4. 4 4s are 16. Minus किया 1 बचा 13. 4 3s are 12. Minus किया 1 बचा 0. Sorry, 1 बच गया, 1 is remainder. तो मुझे यहाँ पर क्या आएगा? I raised to 43 into, sorry, I raised to 4 into 43. Got it? Let me rub this. Let me make it more clear. I don't like this overwriting and all that. Okay. I would write down here I raised to 173 is I raised to 4 into 43 into and what is remaining here? Here 1 is remaining. Okay. What is the remainder? 1. So 1 I raised to 1 is remaining. So I raised to 4 is 1. 1 raised to 43 will be 1 into I. So your answer should be I. The first answer is I. Now coming to 132. So if I divide 132 by 4, so 4 3 is 12. And if I divide it again, this again 12, 33. So I can directly write down I raised to 4 into 33. There is no remainder. It is completely divided. So I raised to 4 is 1 raised to 33. Anything raised to 1 raised to anything is 1 only. So 1 raised to 33 will be again 1. So I got this answer. I mean I raised to 173 as I, and I got I raised to 132 as 1. So these two answers I got. I hope you understood everything about I. If you want, you can copy this, but do confirm that you have understood everything, whatever I have taught. Let's not keep anything. Let's not keep anything now. What we learned till now, we have discovered a number which we can represent in place of square root of -1. So square root of -1 can be represented by I, which we call as iota. Now this is an imaginary number. Now we are learning complex number. What we are learning? We are complex number. Now a number is called complex only when it contains this imaginary number as a part of it. So complex number can be represented by Z. आप इसको याद रख लो. जैसे हम कभी assumption करते हैं ना, let x be the value, let y be the value. तो यहाँ पर जैसे हम natural numbers को n से represent करते हैं, real number को r से represent करते हैं, तो वैसे ही हम यहाँ पर अब से complex number को z से represent करेंगे, and z is represented by two parts, a plus bi. ठीक है, हम किसी भी नंबर को कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर कब बोलेंगे? जब उसके पास दो पार्ट होगा, एक a होगा और एक होगा b और b. तो a क्या है? a को हम बोलेंगे कि वो रियल नंबर है. A भी रियल नंबर है और B भी रियल नंबर है, बोथ आर रियल नंबर्स, बट I, आपको पता है कि I क्या है, I इज इमेजिनरी नंबर, ये आपको याद रखना है, ठीक है। तो ये अगर मैं सिर्फ A लूं तो प्योरली रियल नंबर है, अगर मैं सिर्फ B लूं तो भी प्योरली रियल नंबर है, बट जब मैं B जो कि एक रियल नंबर है, आई मल्टीप्लाई इट बाय I विच इज एन इमेजिनरी नंबर, जब मैं इनको मल्टीप्लाई करता हूं A प्लस बी आई, A क्या है, A क्या है बेटा, रियल नंबर है, B क्या है,
Real
रियल
number.
नंबर है, बट B जो कि एक रियल नंबर है वो I से मल्टीप्लाई हो रहा है, I क्या है, इमेजिनरी नंबर, तो इसका मतलब ये जो पूरा टर्म है ना B I वाला, ये इमेजिनरी हो जाता है। समझ में आया आपको? अब यहाँ पर कुछ केसेस हैं, आप इसको समझ लो। अगर a इज इक्वल टू 0 हो गया, ये जो इक्वेशन दिया है यहाँ पर a इज इक्वल टू b प्लस आई, सॉरी a प्लस बी आई, तो वहां पर अगर a 0 हो गया तो आपको क्या बचेगा, z इज इक्वल टू क्या बचेगा, खाली बी आई। तो मैं इसको कहूंगा इट इज प्योरली सिर्फ बी आई बचा ना, इट इज प्योरली इमेजिनरी नंबर,
Imaginary number.
ठीक है। अगर मुझे b 0 मिल गया, z यहाँ पर फिर क्या आ गया, b 0 मिल गया तो z इज इक्वल टू a आ गया, तो I may say that it is purely, so sorry, अगर मुझे, मैंने कहा कि अगर मुझे b 0 मिल गया तो मुझे z इज इक्वल टू a आ जाएगा ना, क्योंकि ये क्या है, z इज इक्वल टू a प्लस बी आई है, z इज इक्वल टू, तो अगर इसमें b 0 हो रहा है ना तो b i पूरा 0 हो जाएगा, तो सिर्फ z इज इक्वल टू a बचा, और a क्या है, रियल नंबर है, तो मैं यहाँ पे लिखता हूँ दिस इज प्योरली
Real number.
रियल नंबर, गॉट इट, ऐसे होता है। ये दो कंडीशन भी आपको याद रखना है। तो किसी भी नंबर को हम कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर कब बोलते हैं, व्हेन इट इज कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ ए रियल नंबर एज वेल एज एन इमेजिनरी नंबर। तो आपको ये ध्यान रखना है कि जब भी हम z लिखेंगे तो z में लिखूंगा a प्लस बी आई, तो ये जो a है इसको हम कहते हैं रियल पार्ट ऑफ द नंबर, और ये जो बी आई है इसको हम कहते हैं इमेजिनरी पार्ट। समझ में आया बेटा? इमेजिनरी पार्ट क्या होता है, रियल पार्ट क्या होता है, जो आई को कंटेन करेगा, आयोटा को, उसको हम कहते हैं इमेजिनरी नंबर। और जो आई मीन ए प्लस बी आई विल बी रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय टू पार्ट्स, एक रियल पार्ट होगा, एक इमेजिनरी पार्ट होगा। ए और बी दोनों क्या होंगे, रियल नंबर होंगे, लेकिन आई जो है वो इमेजिनरी नंबर होगा। ओके, आई हैव गॉट नोटिफिकेशन जो बता रहा है कि ये 10 मिनट्स में मीटिंग एंड होगा, वी हैव टू कम बैक अगेन। ओके, चलो ठीक है, लेकिन अभी है, अभी चालू भी टाइम है हमारे पास। So this part is also clear. Please copy this down if you want. Please do copy this down. Very important part, very important thing. So starting with the new whiteboard. Now we will learn about conjugate of a complex number. There's some chat. Sir, I am audible to you. No, you aren't. Ishan, I am not able to hear you, beta. I haven't heard anything about. I haven't heard anything from you till now. Please check your microphone or something, some problem will be there. Okay, let me start with this. Am I audible to you? Okay, he's saying yes. Okay, but you are not audible to me. Please check your mic. So conjugate, now there's a word called conjugate. So what is conjugate of a complex number? So, and suppose if I write down z is equal to a plus bi, if I write down a complex number by this, then conjugate of z of z is equal to a plus bi is given by, अक्सर हम ये z को z के ऊपर डैश डाल देते हैं, z डैश या z स्टार भी करते हैं, और जब कॉन्जुगेट लिखेंगे ना तो साइन चेंज होता है, जो मिडिल साइन रहता है ना, अगर ये प्लस है यहाँ पर तो यहाँ पर माइनस हो जाता है, इसको हम कॉन्जुगेट बोलते हैं। ठीक है?
हेलो सर।
यस बेटा?
हाँ सर, नाउ आई एम ऑडिबल। यस
yes, even yes, I can hear you, correct.
My earphone was not properly plugged in.
Okay, okay, okay. So z dash is equal to a minus ib is the conjugate. Now if I give you a term, an expression, for example 6 plus 3i. Can you write down the conjugate of this number? Yes, what would it would be? Can you tell me orally?
6 minus 3i.
Correct. Z dash is equal to 6 minus 3i. What if I give you a number which is Z is equal to minus 2 minus 3i? What would be its conjugate?
2 plus 3i.
Yes, beta?
2 plus 3i or minus 2 plus 3i.
Wrong. You need not to change sign of A, only B. So this minus 2 will become
Minus 2
minus 2,
plus 3i.
but this will become plus 3i. So keep this in mind. Okay. So conjugate
Okay.
of minus 2 minus 3y would be Z dash is equal to minus 2 plus 3i. This is what we call conjugate of a number. Now we can say we can see that two complex numbers are equal if, I mean, two conjugate numbers are equal if for example are equal when they are represented by a plus bi and the other one is represented by c plus di. Now in this case, if a is equal to c, I mean the part which doesn't contain, I mean the real part, this part, the real part, if they are equal, a is equal to c and also the imaginary part b is equal to d, if it is so, अगर a c को equal आएगा और b d को equal आएगा, तो मैं कह सकता हूँ कि two complex numbers are equal when they are represented by a plus bi and c plus di and a is equal to c, b is equal to d, ऐसे हो जाएगा. Got it? a is equal to c and b is equal to d. आपको याद रखना. तो हम कह सकते हैं ये दोनों जो numbers है complex numbers से equal आएंगे. I mean I can say a plus bi is equal to c plus di. Got it? ऐसे होता है. I hope you understood this property of conjugate complex number. In today's lecture, we will only discuss the properties, the basics, and in the next lecture, we'll start solving the problems. Done? Please copy this. This is very important.